Hi, today I am making a pair of earrings using my mini maker from Maker's Mark, and I am using the A plate at the bottom with the metal plate over it, a piece of faux leather, and then I have the teardrop die that came with the machine, and I'm just going to put that on my faux leather, and then I'm going to put a B plate on top. Now there's another B plate, but I don't need it for this process. So just get everything lined up here, and then I'm just going to send that through the mini maker. You can hear it cracking and making noise on the rollers as it goes through, and that's perfectly okay. And once I take this out, you can see that here is my shape. So let me move this out of the way and bring in the other pieces that I'm going to use here. All right, so I am going to be using 2 ear wires and 4 jump rings. I have 2 smaller ones and 2 larger ones, and these also come from Maker's Mark, and they're in gold. So here are the jump ring set, and this is the ear wire set. So those are in gold. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a scrap piece of cardstock here and color this piece. And now here's the piece that I'm going to have go along with it. And so I kind of want the angle to go the opposite direction. So let me just line these things up so I can see how that looks. Give it a sense of the same angle and the same size for the ink. And then I'm going to use a paint pen. So let me just double check my sides here. I think that'll be good. Alright, so I take a gold paint pen, just give it a test, and then all I need to do is go over this part. And then I used a heat gun to dry it, and so I'm going to do that off camera just so you don't have to listen to the noise, and I'll be right back. Okay, so then the next thing I did was I cut the top edge a little bit because I didn't like the severe point of this. So I am just going to place this one on top and trace that with a pencil so I have a sense of where I want to cut. Don't really need that much of a dark mark, just kind of give myself an idea of where I want to cut. And then with a pair of scissors, just gently go around that shape. And you can go back in and clean up anything that looks a little off. Alright, so that's what the pieces look like. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch a hole in each, and then we're going to use our jump rings and attach to our wires. So I am using the hole punch pliers. These are also from Maker's Mark, and it comes with different sizes that you can place here. I'm just using the size that came with it. And so I'm just going to line everything up here and give it a punch in the center. And that looks good. Let me do it again from the back side. Just to make sure I've gotten through. And I might even actually use my scissors to help clean up the excess of that hole. And then in the other piece, in the same place, and then just trim off the excess there. I have a kitten that's going to come into frame here in just a minute. This is Happy. I need to get him out of the way. That's not going to work. Okay, so now all I need to do is put my jump rings on and make sure I've got the right sizes. So I want to use the big ones first, and then I want to use the small ones. So let me grab my pliers here. Oh, Happy. Hi. Okay, kiddo. You could go over here. Okay, there we go. Right there. All right, so, okay, if you're going to stay, you have to sit right there. Okay, sit. So I'm going to take my jump ring, open that up, and I don't know if you're getting a view or not of Happy here, but I can't get him to leave the camera, so I'll try to come up closer to you so I can show you. I'm going to put the jump ring in and close that. Alright, so there we have a nice closed jump ring. Just going to squish it, make sure everything's nice and flat. Alright, and then I'm going to take the smaller one and use it to attach from the earring to the ear wire. So I'm trying to focus on what I'm doing here, as well as deal with this cat, actually kitten. For some reason, my jump ring opened up on me. I was just twisting it, so I'm going to work on it here to make sure I've got a good shape. Alright, so there we go. That is our first earring. And I'm going to do the same to the other. So with the larger jump ring, just going to twist it open. Slip it through. And twist it shut. Just double check to make sure I've got it all lined up and closed. And then I'm going to take the smaller one and do the same thing. So I'm going to twist it open, thread the earring on, thread the ear wire on, and then and twist it back closed. And I just like to double check, make sure everything is lined up correctly. This one did not get all the way shut, so I'm just gonna tighten that up. Make sure those pieces line up. My pliers. And there we go. Finished pair of earrings. So, there you have it.